my name is Samuel and welcome back again to another video on Ninjago Week. Today we have the 70736 attack on the Morro Dragon, which does contain 658 pieces, 6 minifigures, and did originally retail for £60. I thought it was $65 and $70.70. And wow, this is one of the best Lego Ninjago dragons. Just look at just the curvature on this dragon is absolutely just insane. The main body of it is absolutely just never, it's quite unheard of really for what they did here, which honestly that is incredible. You get these two nice little things for Kai and Jay, and then you get this little part of Cloud Kingdom, I believe that is what it is, which is really awesome. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, leave a like on it. And without further ado, let's take a look at the minifigures and the build itself. So starting off, we have Kai and Jay in their deep stone armors, which honestly, I really like their deep stone armors. I think these are some of my favorites, and that's why I think the legacy one with Zane, which I can't wait, that minifigure looks great. I think they're going to be awesome because deep stone and Skybound, some of the best suits in my opinion. I think they're amazing. So the fact they're getting them mixed together is actually just so cool. And yeah, that is honestly gonna just be incredible. But yeah, these, I've always liked these suits. I like the fact that it has their primary color. With Cole, we don't it's a bit harder because he's like primary color is black, but they did some gray on him. I'm looking at him some orange. But yeah, honestly, these are just really well done figures that we will quite see a lot more down the line when I start reviewing all the other sets from this wave, but I haven't exactly yet. And there you can see that they have 4 swords, which now you can see them without their swords, which that is much better because is inaccurate. But there you can see that, and the back of their hoods, which was dual molded, which is nice. And again, just looking at the front of these figures, they are honestly just absolutely incredible. Removing their shoulder pads there, you can see the body print, which honestly I think is really nice. I think it's just so well done minifigures. I really like the look of that. There you can see Kai's minifigure, and there you can see the back with his classic logo. And then same with Jay. And actually, I've just realised, I think, those are, I believe, the tools that they use when they climb the mountain, like the picks, I think. Looks like it anyway, but still, maybe that's just side detailing, but that's great. But yeah, honestly, I think this is cool. You've got a little dagger there for Kai, a little blade, and then got a couple shurikens for Jay, sorry. I'm so used to saying it for Zane. But yeah, these, honestly, are really awesome minifigures. And yeah, I can't wait to see we get these in the Legacy. So then, taking a look at the Ghost Warriors, we have the Ghost Ninja Hackler, then we have Chain Master Wraith, and Ghost Warrior Cowler, which honestly, I think are really awesome minifigures. You can see their weapons there, which I will quickly switch over the cones in a minute so you can see that. But yeah, honestly, these are really cool. So let's quickly get rid of the weapons, or actually, let me show you that with the cone. And there you can see all the minifigures, and that is what the weapon does look like. If you have 2 of the glow-in-the-dark cones, but I sadly do not have 2 of them. So starting off with Chain Master Wraith, you can see him here, which honestly, I think this is a really cool minifigure. Be great to see, like, who actually was he before, like, he become a ghost. And there you can see the back of the chain and the rip cape detailing, I guess is a better term for that. But there you can see that, which honestly, I think is really awesome. I like the look of that. And then the head print, you can see his eye. So we don't exactly know his identity. And this mask, I prefer this over them using the Legacy mask. It just doesn't look as good, I don't think. But then again, I've not seen him in real life yet. And there you can see the ghost town. And then moving on, we do have the next one, which honestly is pretty cool. I believe that's a Ghost Ninja. But there you can see that, which is pretty cool. They have that hood. Like, I really like these hoods. They was great. You can see that head part at the back. And then this head, I remember using this like face print like for the longest time. Yeah, it's a bit wet. I did have to wash them again. I used this face print for the longest time for Cole until we actually got one. I was so excited when we got a Ghost Cole face, because that was just such a big thing that we'd never actually gotten, of course, because it was just currently going on at the time of the season. But there you can see that body print, which honestly is great. And that's another thing about Ninjago, like when they used to just do sets from the other season, like in the next wave, like that would honestly, that was just such a great time for Ninjago. Still amazing, but it would be great to see that return. And then removing the head, you can see the body print, which honestly I think is pretty cool. I like the look of that. And then again, there you can see the back print, which literally all of the ghosts have like the same style back print. They just got like the capes in different ripped up places, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they're sort of uniform but slightly different. That is what I love to see from minifigures like this. And so that is that minifigure, which is pretty cool. And that is literally just the same face print that I was saying I used for Cole. So then taking a look at Morro here, you can see what he looks like, which honestly I really like the look of that. And here's his staff, which I may have had to nick that. I had to nick that off the robot from the DBX and the actual part at the end. I had to get that from the actual chair of the set. But yeah, there you can see Morro, which honestly I think is just such an amazing minifigure. Like, I just know that this was such a beloved figure in the community. Just like, honestly, the detail is amazing. There you can see the leg print, which honestly it's basically Lloyd's ninja suit, but of course it's actually what do you want to call it, is possessed, which is really cool. And there you can see that, which I think that's Lloyd's logo. Looking at it from afar, I think that is Lloyd's logo, and it's sort of been cracked. And there you can see the possession side of it, which is great. And there you can see the front, which again, this might be my favourite Ninjago minifigures, like, of all time. It's great there. You can see the armour, which they did use quite a few times. And, oh, I remember just so many people would get it on backwards. And that's quite a funny thing that happened with that. But, yeah. And then then we have, of course, Lloyd's face, which honestly looked great as, like, the possessed Moro face. And that is basically it. And I remember getting, like, the black hairpiece for him so I could have a version without his hood. And then I gave him the 2 blades. I can see him down to my left near my legacy display if you see my room tour. But, yeah, that is Lloyd's face, which honestly I think is just such an incredible minifigure. One of the best Ninjago minifigures. But now let's take a look at the dragon itself, not the side builds. We'll start with the big dragon because I just want to talk about it. So starting off with Morro Dragon, it is honestly just such a big dragon. Trying to find a place to actually look at it, it is insane. You have these massive wings, and this is what I meant by the curvature of the body. You can see it literally just goes like oh, I don't even know how to describe it, like a river. You know, it just keeps going up, round, and down. It's honestly such an interesting way that they had never really done before. So let's first off start off by actually taking a look at the head. Then we'll go into that in greater detail. But taking a look at the head, you can see we have this energy. Then we have this like eye, and this, I believe, now this is what I don't think. So we know that Morro takes over Lloyd's body. Is this what Morro's dragon would have looked like, but it's like ghost, like ghoulified? It's now a ghost, or is this what Lloyd's dragon looks like taken over as Morro? Because they don't state this is like Lloyd's cursed dragon. It's Morro's dragon, so I'm not exactly sure what they're doing there. But there you can see that, which honestly is pretty cool. That is quite an interesting piece. It's quite a big piece that they use for there. There you can see Morro's logo, which that more leads me to believe that this is like his ghost dragon. Like when the Elemental Master dies, their dragon comes back. So that is potentially what I'm thinking here. You can see that we have the eye and just all of this detailing. We've got the neck flap again trying to hide the joint, which is what they've started doing on quite a lot. I'll say I think this is sort of like a turning point. I guess the dragons actually know. I presume that I actually know it's a titanium dragon. But there you can see that sticker, which honestly is really cool. And these do pop off fairly easy, as you just saw. It's kind of, I'm not pulling it around or anything. You just move it a bit and it just comes off, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, is what it is. We then got these chains and these eyes, and there you can see the mouth with the teeth. There you can see that inside, which honestly I think it's pretty cool that the way that they've used like the green parts, like definitely does lead me to believe that this is Morro's dragon, but just now it's a ghost. There you can see the teeth, and just everything about the head just looks really cool. You have these like spikes at the top, which are pretty awesome. I have to admit, I do like the look of them, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, you can like move it up and down, of course, which is pretty cool. You can put it all the way down, which honestly, that looks quite funny. All the way up, you can sort of do a 180. You can turn pretty much that way, that way. If you untip the chains, you could do a completely just go around 360, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I really like the look of that dragon head. I think it looks really cool. And then what we'll actually do, we'll look at the wings and remove them because they're so big. But there you can see them sort of like in that soft fabric material, which is quite nice for the wings. And this is sort of like some camouflage army style. It kind of gives me thoughts of, which looks pretty cool. And then there you can see that one, which honestly looks really nice. So then here you can see that we have removed the wings, so you get just a little bit of a better look at the actual dragon and just the way the body's done. But here you can see Morro where he stands, which is pretty cool. I like the look of that. You can see we have that sticker, which I have to admit is a pretty nice sticker. I like the look of that, the 2x3, which is pretty cool, the spider and the seat. So it's another even more point to the fact this is probably Morro's dragon just possessed. So I guess when the Elemental Master passes, their dragon can be summoned in the departed realm as well, which is pretty cool, or the cursed realm, depending on where they went. But there you can see that, which honestly I think is really cool. I really like the look of that. The curvature just looks really nice, just the way it goes around. And this is why it's one of my favorite dragons of all time. It's just because it is such a different one, just the way that they've done it. And then it's like quite a good place to hold it as well, which is good. If you wanted to, you could put your finger through there so you've got better grip. But yeah, I think it's honestly just really well done, the way that they've done it. It just goes up and down. It's just so perfected. You can see we have some green elements in there, and then you can see it goes down to the tail, which it just smooths out really nicely. You can see moving in there, you can see like where the like the legs are connected to the body, which is such a narrow dragon. You just wouldn't think it was this sturdy, and it's actually one of the sturdiest dragons, which I knew it was always sturdy, but I never thought of it that way, that the fact this has got the skinniest body, and you'd think it'd be quite brittle. It's literally one of the strongest dragons, which is great. I've not really had too many issues with it. Then moving around to the other side, you can see that which you want to see that again looks really awesome. And there again you can see where Morro sits, which is pretty cool, and there's that sticker which looks quite wrinkled at the top there. I mostly messed it up quite bad, as you can see. That is sticking up, which I definitely have got to just do a one day, just buy so many replacement stickers for Ninjago and just my collection in general. Then there you can see we have the leg, which honestly I think is pretty cool. I like the look of that one. I think they've done a really good job on these legs on this dragon. I don't know what it is, but they're just much sturdier. There you can see that 2x2, which honestly I think is really awesome. I really like the look of that. It looks like it's moving, looking at the pixelated like graded effect. Then moving over to here, you can see that we have the other leg, which honestly I think is really good as well. Like, this dragon is just so well done. You've got the A blades, and we have these like energy particles coming out. You have the feet, which is cool. And then moving around to the other side, you can see that we have the feet again, which honestly is really awesome. You can see we have that foot there part, which is cool. And then we have that part, which is really awesome. And yeah, I really like the look of it. I like the look of the feet. I'm looking at it from the underside. You can see just the curvature of this, honestly, is absolutely insane. It's quite funny, really, just how I don't know, crazy the shapes, I guess, is the best term. And then here you can see the tail, the 4 different sections, which is pretty nice. Section 5 to include the dragon's body, but there you can see it, which is cool. There are quite a lot of scratches on these, which these tiles, just for me, absolutely get battered. It's a nightmare. Like, if the dust, the damage on Lego is honestly just, it happens so often this day and age. Just due to how dusty things get there, you can see the tail, which is pretty cool. And then if we do want to pop that off, just so we can have a look at the other side there, you can see that, which honestly is pretty nice. And yeah, I think it's done really well. You can see we have 2 more of these blade elements at the end, which honestly are really awesome. I really like the look of that. And yeah, there you can see that, which honestly is pretty cool. You have that element there, and then you have that element, and then of course you can see that we have all these translucent elements there. And moving it around, you can see that we have some more elements there, which is quite nice, and some more translucent elements there, which that is it for the dragon. Honestly, it's such a nice dragon. Just the curvature for me is really what makes this dragon so special and so good. Just looking at how different this is to any Ninjago dragon we've ever got, just the way that the body goes is absolutely tremendous. They've just done such an amazing job, and this will always be, I think, just one of the standout dragons. It just looks so good, especially this is definitely amongst like the best, sort of like the Skull Sorcerer's one. I think this is potentially my favorite, but then again I have got a nostalgic spot for the Zane Titanium Dragon, which I will review whenever I get down to that season. That'll be a while ahead, unless that's like requested or I just want to do it. But yeah, that is Morro's Dragon, which honestly I think is an absolute incredible build. And this is one of the sets, if you ever found for retail on eBay or anything like that and you're considering it, don't consider it. If you're in a place to do it, go for it. It's honestly such an incredible set, and I don't see anyone disliking it. But if you dislike this set, please explain your opinion why, because that'd be very interesting to see. But yeah, that is Morro's Dragon. So taking a look at the little build itself, or the builds plural, you can see that we have Kai and Jay's vehicle. And then we got this part of Cloud Kingdom, which I'm pretty confident that is Cloud Kingdom, which honestly is great to see. So taking a look at Kai, first off, you can see him here, which honestly, I think he looks really cool. I like the look of this, just a little speeder. I think it's done really neat. It's pretty nicely done. And yeah, you have this little sticker at the front, which is pretty cool for Kai as a symbol. And yeah, I've always liked this, and I believe it is accurate. So there is that as well. And then you can see you can sort of like position Kai. You can only get the mask so far around, so I can move his face a bit more. But yeah, that honestly is a really nice little build. Has the katanas at the end, so if a kid wanted to play with it, they could pull them off and use them, which of course they already do have katanas and ninja. And then you can see that there as well, which is pretty cool. Again, this is Jay's mostly, even though blue's my favorite color, I like Kai's better. I don't know, it just seems the color pops a bit better, and it would be great if they'd actually bother to recolor them. As I always say, like, I think they should just do it as like a little Technic poly bag, sort of like the little extra city ones with the light bulbs, like lamp poles. Just do like that, a pack of just all the different colors, and then like make it like £5, €6, dollars, whatever. That'd be great, thank you. But there you can see that, which is pretty nice. You have that no inverted tiles, and then you have the little Cloud Kingdom itself, which honestly, it's so great to actually get a version of this, considering it's quite a big part that we never really got of, and no one really talks about it. And I really want to see a set of it. It'd be great. Get the temple, get the big big thing, but then we never got Krag, and if they're not going to give us Krag, who was actually, I'd say, quite a pivotal character season 6, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they'd actually do that one, but still, this is honestly pretty cool. I like the brick, the masonry brick on the side, the arch. You can see we have a pearl, a gold, what do you want to call it, a spear, which is pretty nice. You have some stairs up to the realm stone, which it shows it being light blue in this set, but then again, it's actually dark blue. I looked at reviews and I don't know why, it's just a color issue on the thing. We got this doorway, which that looks a bit silly. There's a random doorway here, but yeah, looks pretty cool. The thing I never get about the realm stone is why does it change so big? Like, the only way I look at it, right, is that potentially, because we only see it when it's getting possessed, maybe because, like, they're coming in and we don't know where they've actually come from, potentially they're, like, breaking it and they're cracking it, and maybe it's, I don't know, doing some, like, TARDIS, some, I don't know, space engineering, it makes it grow larger, potentially, which... Because that sort of makes sense, I guess. So these actually should be all glow in the dark. I've only got 2, so sorry, you can see there's barely any difference really in the colour. But yeah, they are technically not the right ones, but yeah, honestly, I don't know where they are. Like, I've tried to look for them, but it's so hard looking in a pot of stud trying to get the glowstone ones. Yeah, the glow-in-the-dark ones, or glowstone, that's Minecraft. But, like, I managed to do that for the cones, because there's only a few cones I have, but going through studs would be here all day, literally. There you can see that, which is pretty cool. And there you can see that, which, honestly, I really like the look of that as well. It's nice. You got the fort, you got, like, the pearl golden flag, which, honestly, is really nice. I like the look of that. You can see that there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this set, honestly, I think just looks really nicely done, and you can see it like that, which actually doesn't look too bad like that, but I definitely prefer to keep it like that if I actually keep it out, which I most probably won't, because I don't really know how to put it, but yeah, honestly, I think it's really nice. I guess you could put the aero blades there if you wanted to, but yeah, I think it's a nice little build. You can see, like, the little structure at the top here, which is really cool, and that is all of the builds. Now let's take a look at the overall set and my final thoughts. So there we have it. I hope you did enjoy this review, and that is Morro Dragon, which honestly is such an incredible set. It's one of my favorite dragons. It's most probably, I would say, it could be potentially tied to the Skull Sorcerer Dragon, Firstborn, Zane's Titanium Dragon, and I guess the new Ultra Dragon. I'd say they're like the contenders for it, because honestly, I think it's just such a well done set, and I think it's awesome. Though the dragon coming out for season 14 looks pretty awesome, and we're getting Nias and Kai, so that would be pretty awesome as well. But yeah, so thank you all for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you back on another video in Ninjago week. I'll see you there. Bye for now.